hardest Grandmaster combat achievements in the game. On a UIM, by the way. That's right, we are heading back to the Theater of Blood. Some of you may remember the last time we were here for the Scythe of Vitter or the Scythe of Vitter, whichever comes, Scythe of Vitter series. And now we're back. We are so close to becoming a Grandmaster on a UIM. We got a lot to get through in today's video. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Hi. How's it going, guys? Welcome to a brand new UIM Loki video. As you can see in the chat box here, we just got the Ancient Blood Ornament Kit, aka Blorva, aka Blood Torva. Currently, the goal is to complete all combat achievements, and we are getting pretty close. You just so happen to complete Blood Torva as a consequence of doing that, so that's good for us. But yeah, I guess we're gonna jump straight on into it here. We've got a couple more things to do. We're pretty much all greened out, but yeah, we have a couple hard ones left. Theater of Blood, Tombs of a Masket, Zuck and Jad, and that's pretty much it, with a few exceptions. So I don't know which one we're gonna start on, but I am excited to jump into these.
Wow. Spectacular.
Hey there, how's it going, guys? I just finished editing the next video. Managed to get about 20,000 blood runes along this little time we spent here. And yeah, I guess it's time we get back to completing the combat achievements. Either we do the raids, or we do Slayer, Zuck, Jad, Kriara, and Grotesque Guardians. That feels like could be two separate videos. I guess we'll do the raids, because I don't see why not. So yeah, Tob, Hard Mode Tob, Tombs of a Masket, and Expert Mode, Tombs of a Masket. Decided to start off with some Tob, and I actually have no idea what I'm supposed to bring, so I basically just brought up my video from like 3 years ago where we did Tob, and it looks like we have a blowpipe in the inventory, so I was just oh shit, okay, I guess we died in the house, that's okay. Yeah, I just went and got some Zora scales, doing some no anti-venom, no recoil Zora kills. Took about 20 minutes to get 1,000 scales, but I think now we are ready to go for some Tob, so we'll get the inventory ready for that. Alright, so first things first here, we're going to take those 20,000 blood runes that we just crafted and lower them into the Fire Well, and then we're going to charge up the Scythe. Guess I'll just put full charges in it, because why not? And yeah, this is about as close as I can get my inventory to this, this thing that I showed you in the video here. So I'm going to have to relearn Tob. It'll probably take me maybe like a day or so to be able to get to the point where we can do some of the more advanced combat achievements. The most notable one to mention here that you might have heard of is the Perfect Theater. Essentially, you have to complete the entire Theater of Blood without taking any unavoidable damage. So this one is a little bit daunting. Once we get this done, we can kind of just chill. We've basically just got a lot of speed runs to do. So duo, trio, 4, and 5-man speed runs. That's basically it, actually, aside from this one where you don't use any prayer points on the first room, but that shouldn't be too hard. So yeah, lots of speed running, and who knows how long it's going to take us to get Perfect Theater, but we will, yeah, just probably hop in there and sort of get our bearings back. Supposed to say, goal right here. So, goal. Oh god, am I gonna scuff this like hella hard? I'm probably just gonna have to T-bow this, right? Dude, I basically have no fucking clue what I'm doing. This is crazy. No! Damn it, I forgot to pray mage on that part. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. Well, we died. But would you look at this? Wow, what a throwback. The good old 100k Theater of Blood death chest reclaim fee tech. It's just weird to see those sitting in a collection box, because I haven't even looked at those for like 3 years, and I guess they're just still sitting in there from the Tob grind. There we go, we got our rhythm back. Alright, don't miss webs, 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 hey. Alright, boys, we did it. Good job, everybody. First Tob in like fucking forever, bro. 729 KC. That means we got the Scythe at like 728 KC, right? No, it was 727. I don't know why. I guess I must have done one Tob in between now and then. I'm pretty sure it's considered bad mannered to open up the chest, but we're gonna do it anyway. Nice little elite clue for us. You'll love to see it. MVP. Wow. It was meant to be. Dude, with like one exception, I think this was a perfect Tob. I think we could probably get this like pretty soon. I was thinking we might have to like grind Tob for a week or something to get to the point where we're like running perfect Tobs. close, but we might be closer than we think. And so we ran a couple more KC. Alrighty, friends. Well, it has come time for us to do a pretty hard task, and that is the perfect theater task. So it's not too hard if you like know what you're doing and your team knows what they're doing, but there's just something about the fact that it has to be absolutely perfect that is just a little bit nerve-wracking. So what we're doing here is actually called high risk TOB. All members of the group are attempting perfect TOB, and if any one of them fails, they have to pay out the other members of the team a set amount of GP. So for us, we have agreed on 5 mil per mistake. So if you're someone who's really good at TOB and you want to make like a shit ton of money, you can head on over to the Combat Achievement Discord server that I'm using here for this, and not only help other people get their perfect TOBs, but probably make quite a bit of money. No! Wow, first room fail. Oh god, I think I was supposed to freeze that. I am not used to freezing. Pro tip, don't scythe on Nihilokos, because that is an AoE attack, and if you hit the wrong Nihilokos, you will fail the perfect theater. I haven't shown myself paying these guys out, but yeah, every time we fail, it's 5 mil each, so that's 10 mil. There's some pretty pricey runs here, but I'm sure these guys don't mind. Oh, someone else failed for the first time. Oof, okay, well, we're getting a little payment back. No, 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 no! Oh, a pillar collapsed? I wonder who pays when that happens. I guess maybe that's just a wash. Yeah, I think that's how it probably would work. All right, this is gonna be our first attempt without doing high risk TOB. We're just got a couple of the boys here from the Discord zapped us and helped me RNG. We're big TOBers back in the day when I was doing TOB, and now they're back for their cameo. All right, so I haven't actually talked about the intricacies of what perfect theater entails. Starting off on the maiden room, not only can you not take any damage from any source, aside from the unavoidable chip damage from the boss, you can't let any of the crabs get in. This means you have to tick perfect freeze them as they spawn, which sounds easy, and it is kind of easy, but also the boss will fire off like AoE blood spurt attacks, and if they hit you while you're standing there waiting to get your tick perfect freeze, you will fail. So you have to like move around, which means you're not able to hover over Ice Barrage, but with a little bit of finessing, yeah, it is just not too bad. Also, you'll notice throughout the raid, we are going to be using the Tumikin Shadow in places where you would normally melee. That is because it just kind of helps open up the room a bit more. You're less likely to collide with other players, with the boss, and just the entire room in general, reducing the chance that something unusual might happen, which, you know, over the course of like a 20-minute raid is bound to happen every now and then. Bloat is bloat. Don't take any damage from the flies, from the feet, and from the stomp. If you take it slow and go for the 3 down, it's probably the easiest room in the raid. And now the Nihilokos room. Probably one of the more trickier ones. The thing is none of them are really that bad. If you're like in the zone, it's not really hard to not fail any of these. But yeah, for Nihilokos, obviously you can't use the wrong style, as you saw me already fail that way before. You can't let any of the pillars go down, and the boss can't land any attacks on you off prayer. There are some cool tricks that will help with this one. The first one is to actually disable the attack options on the ones that you're not supposed to attack using the custom menu swaps plugin. It's got a really interesting trade-off though, which is that if the room is like full of guys and you can't attack anything, you can't help out with the other attack styles because you have their attack options turned off. So it's objectively a crutch, but assuming that everyone on the team knows what they're doing, it is probably a fine plugin to use. Additionally, like I said before, you shouldn't really be using AoE attacks because if you hit the wrong style, you will fail the task. However, AoE attacks are the thing that sufficiently speed up the room such that you can complete it in a timely manner. So without those, your likelihood of having a pillar go down increases and thusly failing the task. Alright boys, new PB, never made it past Nilo. Good luck us. Next up is Sodaseg, which actually means darkness in Hungarian. For this one, me and one other guy will stand far away from the boss, shadowing it, and because we're all standing so far apart, the projectiles will actually not even ricochet between us, thusly reducing the margin of error. So long as we pray properly, share the big ball whenever it comes out, and not misstep on any of the maze tiles, we will get the perfect completion. Oof, alright, hands are starting to sweat a little bit here. And next up is Zarpus, which maybe is the scariest one of them all, aside from Verzik of course. You actually can't pray against any of his attacks, you have to manually click to dodge each one. So the way we do that is by all standing in a different corner all the way at the edge of the room, maximizing the amount of time we have to dodge each projectile, and every time he looks at you, you move 2 tiles and attack. Below 25% HP is the same as normal. Do not attack from the direction he is looking. If you do, you will instantly die, so it's really easy, but also just the stakes are high. We're so far into the raid, and if our hands weren't already sweating before, they are definitely sweating now. Oh my god, dude. We made it to Verzik. Okay, everything is fine. We are fine. I'm not fine. I'm not fine, but if we just like say we're fine, then that'll bring us closer, hopefully, to being fine. I think that's how that works. The final challenge. Phase 1, do not take damage from the mage attack. The way you do that is by standing behind the pillar. Use your Dawnbringer specs to bring the boss's health down. Once it is fully down, the pillars will all collapse. They will deal damage when they collapse, so do not get hit by that or you will fail. For phase 2 and 3, you cannot let any of the crabs explode. So the way that we deal with that in the beginning of phase 2 is we don't even attack the boss. We just go to the edges of the room, wait for the crabs to spawn, and we ice barrage them, and by the time the ice barrage wears off, they will simply like dematerialize in a way that doesn't fail the task. Another thing that we do is we opt to keep the purple crab alive at the south of the room. This will ensure that we don't get any more crab spawns during P2, though we are very likely to get one more set of crab spawn on P3. The rest of P2 carries out as normal. I am incredibly nervous, so I am not doing this efficiently at all, but I am attacking as much as I can. Oh my god, you guys, P3. Alright, crabs are gonna spawn soon. We cannot miss a single prayer switch. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We're fine. We're fine. Okay, crabs are gonna be here. They are. Get the ice barrage. Okay. Okay, I think we were late. Oh my god, we almost missed a flick. Just take it nice and slow, nice and easy. We're not trying to be a hero. Just get through this without taking any damage. Getting into the web cycle is incredibly important. It's so much free DPS. There is just something special about seeing the whole team do the webs. We are going to delay the tornadoes. They will spawn at 20%, so don't get the boss below that until the yellow attack is over. There's no need to rush it. Everything is fine. We are literally just going to chill here and do nothing until the yellows spawn. There they are. Okay, now we're in the fucking hardest part of the entire thing. Tornadoes are going to spawn. The boss is going to be attacking us. Alright, dude, I need to focus. Oh, we fucking did it! Oh my fucking god! I think we did it. Yes! Dude, hell yeah. Bro. Oh, dude, I was so nervous. Bro, I was so... Oh my god. Shout out to Gunfire and Help Me RNG, man. The absolute legends. They like really knew what they were doing and I really didn't. Yes, we all got the task. None of us had the task. That is so nice. Here is 20 mil for Mr. Gunfire because I failed the combat task 4 times. So 5 mil each is 20 mil. Thank you, sir. Oh my god. Dude, not gonna lie, over the last month or two, thinking about this task just gave me so much anxiety. But now... oh, it is over. We did it. We did it, man. That feels so good. And now, I guess, we are gonna keep on going. Oh, okay. Well, managed to get an elite clue from that last Tob run, so let's see what we get. Nice. Alrighty, so next up here, I think we're gonna be running some speed runs. I am just over here in the Combat Achievement Discord trying to find people to run pretty much any of these tasks with. And it looks like there's a Fours team running right now, so I guess, we will see how this goes. Oh shit, sorry, I wasn't... oh my god. Fuck, sorry guys. Just ruined that. I wasn't praying mage, so I got one-shotted, and I just wasted everybody's time. Alright, so obviously we did not just get the force time. However, I just received a message from a guy named Washer, and he offered to help me with some of these tasks. So we are currently doing the 5s speedrun. It's pretty much the same as a normal run, with a few exceptions. During Maiden, we use a strategy called stacking. Essentially, we're going to be stacking the crabs that spawn at 70 as well as 50, and we're going to be dealing with them all at once. Typically, a few crabs will end up getting in, but this saves so much time that it ends up being net faster overall. Bloat actually becomes like insane. There are 2 people with like a full inventory of phoenix necklaces who are gonna get bloat down to like 80% before the room even starts, which means with 5 people attacking him, we actually end up getting a 1 down. This is a pretty massive time save, and it's honestly just pretty sick. As for the rest of the raid, it's pretty straightforward. Everyone just kind of has to know what they're doing and have decent gear. You should be able to get it. What's kind of shocking though is that even with all the things that we did, we still only beat it by about 20 seconds.
Easy.
Wow, so fast.
TY for raid.
BRB, I'm gonna
pour more alcohol.
Yep.
Hey, what's up, guys? Hi. I've just been editing the next video for the last few hours because it's hard to find teams for these combat achievements. So yeah, anyway, we did end up finding a team for this task here called Can't Drain This. You just gotta kill the maiden without anyone losing any prayer. So I think we're gathering here now. And yeah, this should be pretty easy. Hopefully we can just get it on the first try. These guys are gonna drain their prayer before the fight because if you get hit by any of the blood attacks, that will drain your prayer. But if your prayer is already at 0, then it won't drain your prayer. So they are probably just going to be brute forcing this with a bunch of food. But since I can only bring in this much, I am just going to be flicking. Oh no, another guy didn't do the task, which means I didn't do the task, I think. Oh hey, another guy didn't do the task again, which means I, a different guy, am not worthy of the achievement. Hey, that should be it. Can't drain this. Beautiful. All right, next up here, we are going to be doing the duo speedrun time. We have to complete the raid in 26 minutes, which is not too hard to do, so long as you've got good gear and a good teammate and people know what they're doing. The main thing is you just need to land your defense draining specs throughout the raid, so it's pretty RNG dependent. And yeah, duos are pretty fun, so I am excited to see how this goes. We didn't make it.
About 27 minutes. If we would have hit hammers on something, we would have been okay.
Dang. Well, I guess we can always try again. Hey, there it is. The duo time. Thanks a bunch, Mr. Flash, for helping out with that one.
No worries. Nice and easy. Pretty quick.
Yeah, 24:44. We beat it by a little more than a minute. Hell yeah. Okay. And shortly after that, we are coming in with the 3's time as well. Nothing crazy. 17-minute raid. That means we beat it by about 30 seconds.
A purple.
Oh, I got
Oh,
it.
Ooh.
Big Flash is gonna pull a 5. Surely.
Really?
Oh!
Oh my gosh.
Hold it. Hold it.
Wow.
That's right, baby.
Holy.
Damn. That's sick, bro. Dude, those are so expensive now. Holy shit.
Yeah, they really are.
1.4. Jeez.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm gonna take off. Take it easy, guys. Thanks a bunch. Congrats on the scythe.
Peace, peace.
Thank you. Thank you.
Later.
Easy, bro.
Wow, what an amazing thing to see. Those are fucking 1.3 bill now, bro. That is just crazy. And yeah, if we come over to the top log, got 2 more. Both of them are the 4-man. 4-man speed chaser and 4-man speed runner. Supposedly this is like the hardest one. So yeah, we have to find a team for that and then we will do it. Alrighty friends, well, it is kind of hard to find a team for the 4's normal top speedrun. So I'm going to go ahead and save that one for a little bit later, maybe tomorrow. What we're going to be doing now is running our first hard mode theater in like 2 years. So we have quite a few achievements to do here. They're all Grandmaster. That's crazy. I think I just want to run a couple practice runs though to get back into the swing of things before we start trying to send these. So yeah, we've got a team ready. This is what our loadout is looking like. Pretty standard stuff here. So I guess we are gonna get in there. Good luck us. That's alright. Hard mode Theater of Blood. I have covered all of the mechanics of this place extensively in previous videos, so I will not be doing that again here, but just know in every room the bosses are buffed. If you can manage to find a 5-man team for hard modes, they are honestly not bad at all. I highly recommend it, in fact. Super easy way to get your kits. And yeah, so I'm a little bit rusty here, but hopefully we should be able to get back into the swing of things with just a couple raids or so. Bro, the yellow is under him. How am I supposed to click that? I'm dead? Wait, what? No, that's a wipe. Oh my god. Bro just got field goal kicked between 2 crabs. Wow, that is about the worst thing that can happen. This is probably going to be a wipe now. Narrator, : it was a wipe. Hey, there it is. The first completion in a couple of years. We are observing from the cage, but that is fine. 129 KC. No purple. We did make time though. I think you got to complete this thing in 25 minutes and we got it in 24:40. So we're gonna roll on the cosmetic thing. Never lucky. Alrighty friends, time for our first hard mode theater combat achievement on this little grind here. This one is called Personal Space. For this one, we must kill bloat, except no 2 players shall occupy the same tile at any given time. So the way that we're gonna do this is 1 player walks along the innermost row, the 2nd player walks along the 2nd row, and the 3rd player walks along the 3rd row. A priori, this method seems pretty straightforward, but in practice, you will find that bloat's line of sight is actually like fucking crazy, and the guy in the 3rd row is gonna get targeted a lot by the flies, and then of course those flies are just gonna go jumping around on everybody else. So I guess good luck us. No. Alright, well one of our guys died, but interestingly this actually feels easier than trying to do it with 3 people. I mean, Obviously that makes sense, but are we even gonna get the task for doing this? Aw, dang it. Okay, yeah, you can't just cheese it by like having everybody die and then just one person doing it hella easily.
Saving.
The
Put on
flies.
P-neck too.
The flies. Alright, he's down. This should be it, right? 11%.
That wasn't too bad.
Home stretch.
You're okay.
Hey.
There we go.
Nice.
Should be it. Yeah. Perfect.
Oh, alright.
So done.
Good job, guys. Alrighty, friends. So next up here is going to be the hard mode trio speedrunner. Thankfully, this task is not too unforgiving. We start the run off with a typical maiden skip where you skip the last crab spawn. You just stay on the boss. Pretty straightforward. I unfortunately ran out of food on the end of the final fight, which is really unfortunate because we ended up not getting the time by 4 seconds. As you can see in the chat, there was 5 deaths this raid. So I'm sure if we send this thing again and maybe don't die 5 times, we can knock this one out pretty easily. Speaking of running out of food, one of our raid members named Firestar reminded me that you can actually buy the Draken's medallion from Purdue. With such easy access to the medallion, this means it doesn't actually make sense anymore for me to bring the Draken's medallion into every raid, which is what I've been doing for like the last 800 raids or so. So that'll mean we'll get to bring in an extra brew. It's the small insights like this that in the long run turn into one big insight on the true nature of the universe or something. Hey,
There you go. Nice.
Got out by over a minute.
good job, everybody.
That was easy.
No purple. Also, for the sake of time, I'm kind of omitting a lot of clips where we end up going for tasks and just dying and not getting anything. I know that it might look like we're just getting every task, but I literally have like 6 hours worth of footage on the timeline here, and that's not even, there's probably like many more hours. The project will crash if I make it much longer than that, so I have to do it in segments. So as you would expect, failing a bunch of tasks means that we die a lot, and whenever we die, we have to spend the 100k to get our stuff from the death chest. Longtime viewers will remember this super cool strat that we use to expedite the death chest process. We put 8 orders for 8 bonds at 100k each, and then we cancel them, and then they will just be available in the collection box, so we can come over here and immediately open the death chest. Alrighty, next up here is a task called Nilo Sniper. Essentially, what you do is when the Nilos spawn during the Verzik fight, you kill them. Instead of popping them by going into their melee distance and then running out, you kill them from afar, typically just by shooting them with a range attack. You are guaranteed to hit your max hit, and yeah, same as that other crab task from normal Tob, we keep the purple crab alive the whole time, which means we'll get 1 crab spawn on P2 and either 1 or 2 crab spawns on P3. So because Verzik will do a special attack after every 5 attacks, we know exactly when the crabs are going to spawn.
Crabs soon.
Grabs up. I got the east one.
I got the west.
I'll just attack one of them.
Oh my god. Okay, it's dead. There's
Second
nothing
crab
else to do.
spawn coming up after the screen ball.
Tanks on me.
Grabs,
I got the
grabs,
crab.
grabs.
I got the crab. I got it. It's dead. Okay, now get the kill and we're done.
Hey, good job everybody. Nilo's sniper completed.
Good shit, boys.
Oh, the triple room plate body. Wait a sec. Isn't that like hella fucking rare? Every standard drop here is a 1 in 30. So we hit the 1 in 30 once, twice, 3 times. I'm pretty sure it's like a 1 in 27k, bro. Is that right? Someone in the comments let me know if that's right. All right, next up, we are going to be doing the harder mode 3. Essentially, you just don't use any melee weapons on the final phase of Verzik. Shouldn't be too hard. We've got a team of 5 here. I'm just going to be doing a 3-way mate switch into the Ancestral and Shadow. It's not the best TPS, but it should definitely be enough for 5s. Yay! That was pretty fun. Very unusual thing to do, but it worked pretty well, honestly. I think that's what these combat achievements are for, is to show you that you can do things outside of the meta and it still works just fine, sort of opens your mind. No purple. Alright, boys. Well, the next one we are going to be doing here is called Pack Yak. Essentially, you cannot use the supply chest inside the raid, so I guess you've got to pack yak all your supplies in there, which for UIM is a little bit tricky, but honestly, I think with 5 mans, this should probably just be fine if we play a little carefully. 5 restore, 2 super combat, a little bit of stam, and the rest bruise. The amount of value that like something like a salve or like an anguish would provide is just so minimal relative to having an extra bit of healing, so yeah, this is what we are bringing in. Not really sure what the best way to show this one is, but I guess you can just look at the inventory the whole time and you can sort of just periodically watch our supplies go down. We're not doing anything crazy, just playing nice and easy, nice and safe. Nilokos and Verzik are probably the only rooms where you ever even use supplies. So as long as we can make it through those, we should have this in the bag. Oh, by the way, no one can die, and that happened a couple times here. Watch that be the speed run too, dude. That was pretty fast. Oh, dang, we were 30 seconds off, but that is fine. There it is. Pack like a yak. That is kind of a tricky one. Not really tricky, but it's just kind of tedious. It's not even tedious. It's just you can't die. So, but yeah, that is great. That is kind of just a little bit of an uncomfortable one for us to do because we have to gear the account specifically for this one. So now we can go back to the normal gear setup and get back into some more tasks. All right, well, I wasn't really sure how to serve this one up, but here we are getting the hard mode theater 4-man speedrun. The sub 21 minutes, we beat it by over a minute. Didn't even get the purple, but regardless, you'll love to see it. And same as the 4s, if you do the raid with 5 people, you will probably get the 5s time. I think it probably took us like 5 or 6 attempts. Weirdly, for hard mode theater, it includes the time in between rooms, whereas for the normal top speedruns, it doesn't. So I guess it really is hard mode after all, no purple. Alright, so this next one here is called Harder Mode 2. Essentially, you've got to let Zarpus fully heal up from the exhumes in P1, and then you have to complete the room without anyone taking any damage at all. The standardized way that this task is done is everyone is going to bring a blowpipe in a range setup, and we've all got the same tiles marked around the room. You fire 2 shots, and then you move 2 tiles. If you can fire 2 shots and move 2 tiles, then you can do this task. Unfortunately, the nerves are mounting at this point because it's the end of the raid. Each attempt has like a 15-minute time cost associated with it. And even though it's like the easiest thing ever, I can tell you my heart is fucking pounding on each one of these clicks. So obviously we didn't get it here. Someone took damage, but that's fine. We will try again soon enough. The tile markers aren't like that clear, but essentially what you have to do is just follow the instructions for what the tiles say. So when it says go to 2-1, that means you're going to go to the first attack on the second row, and then you're going to follow that to 2-2, 2-3, 2-4, and so on. No, he clicked under the boss. It's kind of hard, honestly, to not do that. I'm like so fucking paranoid I'm gonna do that on every attack. Okay, new PB. When he gets to the first row, the projectile speed's gonna be like really fast, and we're all gonna have to adapt to that. Oh, we didn't even need the first row. Holy shit. Okay. Slowly, we have all the time in the world here. Everybody get to your corners. You attack the boss one at a time. We're all off tick. Oh, I think we got it. Yes. We did it. I think that took me, what, like, I think this is our 5th attempt. Oh, that is great. Harder Mode 2 completed. Hell yeah, boys. We are cooking. And may as well finish off the raid, because why not? Oh, dude, I get a purple. Oh, shit. I wasn't expecting that. Heyo. Oh, okay. First purple on this little grind here. Probably the only purple we'll get. I guess let's go ahead and open it up. Oh, dude. Holy Ornament Kit. Dude, what the fuck? What are they? What? That's so good. Oh my god, you guys, we just got our ornament kit. Okay, Holy Ornament Kit. What a cool thing to get on a UIM, bro. Okay, let's see. I guess we'll go ahead and do this, right? Because why not? The Ornament Kit attaches itself to the item, and now we've got a nice, I guess, sort of Saradomin themed Ornament Kit. Very, very cool. I think it looks cooler than the Blood one, honestly. The Blood one does match the Blood Torva, but this just looks so cool. I am going to try and hold on to this thing for as long as I can, which probably won't be very long. But yeah, also this Avernic Defender hilt is going to be 67 mil GP to the ult, because these raids are free for all in the combat achievement Discord. So yeah, imagine if we got all the combat achievements and that was like the finisher to it. We still have to go back in for one more. Imagine if that was the finisher. That would have been so cool, but that's fine. I am going to go drop this on over to the ults, and then I guess we will run one more hopefully for the last one. All right, I am going to sell this Avernic to the guy Olbly here to get a little bit of GP on the UIM. Looks like 1.5 mil. There's another guy here. I'm gonna let him snipe this. If he can snipe this, then he deserves it. So I got the ult. I'm gonna try and buy this thing as soon as I can. Unfortunately, he did not earn himself the free 67 mil. RIP, probably just a bot anyway, right? Successfully transferred. You'll love to see it. Oh, huh. I just realized that's also the last one that we needed of the cosmetic trio to complete the cosmetic trio, except pretend that I said that better. That is pretty sick. That is pretty cool, honestly. And our first ever scythe swings with that new thing. Oh, dude, it's white. Wow, that is probably the coolest part of this thing, honestly. God damn. It just pops out so much, the contrast against the dark dark blood armor, the yin and the yang, if you will. Alrighty, friends. The last one here is one that we've probably tried to do about 7 or 8 times now, but we just keep failing it. It essentially boils down to a perfect Sodetseg. No one can take any avoidable damage from any source, which includes the mage and range attacks, as well as damage from the maze. And when the ball is sent in your direction, you are required to ticket it, which is arguably the only hard part about this, and that in and of itself is not even very hard. So yeah, you might notice that we are all standing outside of his melee range as we're doing this. That is because he can melee you, and if you get hit by that, then you're gonna lose the task, so don't do that. One last ticket for good measure, and there it is. Harder mode 1 completed. Hard mode theater completed. We're done, boys. We're done. We did it. Yay! Good job, us. Good job, everybody. Dude, that feels absolutely amazing. If we come over and look at our log, of course, the hard mode theater is now all greened out. That just looks so nice. I was so afraid of this. Before we started, I thought this was going to be really hard, but thankfully it wasn't too bad. We have one more task to go here, and that is the normal Tob 4-man speedrun, which I haven't been able to find a team for. So considering we've been running Tob for about a week and a half now, and I haven't managed to find a team for this one, I think we're going to have to go ahead and bite the bullet and just use a Discord server that will help us get that. So the dream team has been assembled, all for the low cost of 150 mil. This run is going to be the same as normal with a few exceptions. We are going to be stacking all the crab waves for Maiden, which is the same idea as the 5-man speedrun we did recently. And just the same as the 5-man speedrun, bloat is going to be a 1-down. Phoenix, Nicholas, Gober, Nilokos, Sodetseg, and Zarpus are all the exact same as every other time we've done this. Just try and get as much TPS as possible. And when you get to Verzik, things are going to get a bit interesting. What we're doing here is the Godbook tech. As you can see, we've got a Godbook in the inventory, and we actually preach with the Godbook. What this is going to do is it's going to prematurely start our spec regen, because for those of you who don't know, the Godbook actually uses a bit of spec. If executed properly, this is going to allow each of us to have 1 additional Dawnbringer spec. With 4 people, that means we're going to have 12 specs instead of 8. That's 50% more specs. This is a massive time save. The way you execute this method, it looks a little complicated, but it's actually pretty straightforward. You've got this chart that tells which game tick each player is meant to preach on, as well as which game tick they are meant to spec with the Dawnbringer and attack with your main hand weapon. And the way we keep track of ticks is actually through this plugin called Godbook. I'm pretty sure this plugin is meant specifically for doing this task. And so as the chart says, 149 game ticks after the first person preaches, the fight will start. As you can see, our spec is just about to regen 10 spec, and it's at 95. If we start just perfectly, we will be able to consume 3 35% spec Dawnbringer specs. I just think this is so cool. There is just no way that when the Godbooks came out like 20 years ago that the developers would have ever imagined that it would be used in this way. It's almost like us as the community ourselves have developed our own behavioral software that we superimpose on top of the game itself. And within the rigid confines of the code running on Runescape, we still find ways to develop tools such as this. How cool is that? Anyway, the rest of Verzik carries on as normal. So long as you have decent DPS and you've done everything talked about so far, the speedrun time should be secured. Is that it? Is that it? Is that it? Yay! Whoa, we only beat it by 9 seconds. With all that shit we did, we only beat it by 9 seconds? That is crazy. I don't really know what to say about that. However, what I do know is that we are now all done with Theater of Blood normal and hard mode combat achievements. If we come on over to the combat achievement log, you will now indeed see the Theater of Blood as well as hard mode are all greened out. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Dude, we're getting really close to finishing this. And there you have it. So in the next video, we are going to continue on with this. Who knows? We might even get Grandmaster in the very next video. So if you want to be notified when that video drops, feel free to subscribe. And as always, guys, thank you for watching. Stay safe out there. Take care. Until next time, I love you. Bye. Massive shout out to the YouTube members. At the silver tier, we've got Chester, Thornforge, Brendan, Toasty the Wizard, Benjamin H, Cookie Cake, Gangplank Main, Kenneth M, Jared H, Nihilism, Rip, Trogathor, Chicken Noodles, Clump, Alfredo, GPT, Cope, Fruboy, Jacob P, and our newest member, Sam M. For the gold tier, we've got Aya, Misks, David Boone, Belham, Kill the Queen, Dubbing Till Death, Gilly, Obtainable Beer, MF, Unworn Tripod, Sobski, Big Dick 69, It's Litz, and Romelu Scorelot. Cheers, guys. See you in the next one.